WWE star Becky Lynch comments on recent visit to the White House. It's not often that the President of the United States invites you to their house, but that's exactly what happened to WWE star Becky Lynch recently, as she was invited to the White House on St. Patrick's Day as one of Ireland's most recognizable figures. Lynch was not only representing Ireland and WWE, but she was also there to help promote her new book, with Lynch posting a picture of her memoir on the bookshelf in the White House library. Speaking with Adrian Hernandez, Lynch was asked what her experience in the White House was like, and also if she took anything as a keepsake. Lynch explained that while she didn't take anything, she did leave something behind for President Biden to remember her by. "They gave me a little glass, but I didn't take it," Lynch said. "I did leave something there. I left my book on the bookshelf in the library. But it was so cool. It was very cool, like walking around the place thinking of all the history that has happened in there. It was really fascinating, real fascinating place to be." Following her visit to the White House, Lynch announced that she was officially becoming an American citizen, as she has lived in the United States full-time since joining WWE in 2013. Lynch has been on an extensive media tour in recent weeks to promote both her book and her upcoming match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40, which she hopes will end with her leaving Philadelphia as the new WWE Women's World Champion. However, given the amount of hostility between the two in recent weeks, both in and outside the ring, Lynch and Ripley might not be able to wait until WrestleMania 40. Former WWE star Ronda Rousey goes off about incident with NXT's Drew Gulak. With the recent release of her book, Our Fight, a memoir, Ronda Rousey has been discussing the years she spent in WWE, and not always in the most positive manner. Appearing last night on News Nation's Banfield, Rousey discussed an uncomfortable incident involving WWE star Drew Gulak. "One time, I was waiting to go talk to Triple H in the writer's room or something," Rousey said. "I was standing there with Bruce Pritchard and another one of the writers, and God, I forgot his name. This guy that I was barely an acquaintance with grabs the string of my sweatpants as I'm walking by." Rousey later recalled the individual as Gulak, who currently appears on WWE NXT as a member of the No Quarter Catch crew. The former WWE star remembers Gulak holding onto the string of her sweatpants and walking in another direction, while other WWE officials stood nearby and had no strong reaction. "I'm just like, what the F was that?" Rousey continued. "Why are you grabbing the string of my sweatpants? If my husband was standing here next to me, would you feel comfortable walking up to me and grabbing the string of my sweatpants? And nobody around me acted like it was abnormal." Rousey confronted Gulak following the incident. Being shocked that something like that would happen to her, a high-profile star, in plain view of other people, Rousey remembered wondering what kind of things were happening to other women in the company behind closed doors. To Rousey, it seemed as though the issue was so prevalent in WWE that it was seen as an everyday part of the company's culture. Rather than letting things go, Rousey said that she went to speak to Gulak about what had happened. "I went and confronted him later, and I was like, if I ever hear about you putting your hands on any other woman like this, or doing anything like this to me ever again, we're going to have a problem," Rousey said. "He was like, no, no, no. I'm glad you said something." He really backpedaled. "But it just put a really sour taste in my mouth about the culture there and what's considered acceptable." Rousey signed with WWE in 2017 after wrapping up her MMA career and made her debut in 2018. She wrestled 142 matches in WWE before departing the company in 2023, stating that she was going to retire. Rousey later performed at several independent shows and on an episode of Ring of Honor, but has otherwise stayed away from wrestling.